All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever tried to learn Spanish, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ser and estar. That moment you realize there are two verbs for to be. It's a headache, right? Well, I promise you by the end of this, you're going to have the one trick, the only trick you really need to nail it, every single time.
So this is the first thing everyone asks. I mean, it makes sense. In English, it's simple. I am. That's it. I am tall. I am tired. Same verb. Why on earth does Spanish need to? Well, that distinction is actually the secret sauce to sounding, like you actually speak the language. And we're going to crack that why right now.
So yeah, let's call it what it is, the to-be dilemma. And look, this isn't just some boring grammar rule. It's all about what you're actually saying. Because picking the wrong verb, it can completely change your meaning, sometimes in some, well, pretty hilarious ways.
A little strange? Oh, that's putting it nicely. Seriously, there's a world of difference between saying, I am a boring person, and I am bored right now. A huge difference. And honestly, getting this one thing down is probably the single biggest step you can take to sound way more natural and, say what you actually intend to say. So, what's the big secret? The magic key? It's actually really simple. It boils down to one single idea, essence versus status. Get this one concept, really get it, and the whole ser and estar thing, it just clicks. This is it. This is the whole foundation.
Okay, here it is in a nutshell. Ser, that's for your essence, the permanent stuff, who you are deep down. Think of it like your DNA, the things that don't really change. On the flip side, you've got estar. That's for your status, the temporary stuff, how you're feeling, where you are at this exact moment. So remember this, ser is for who you are, estar is for how you are. Simple as that.
All right, that's the big idea. But how do you actually remember that when you're, trying to talk to someone? Don't worry, I've got the perfect memory hack for you. It's two little acronyms that are going to become your best friends for learning Spanish. Get ready to meet doctor and place.
So for ser, the permanent stuff, your essence, you just call the doctor. D is for description like soy alto, I am tall, that's pretty permanent. O is for occupation, eres doctor, you're a doctor. C for characteristic, es amable, she is kind. T is for time and date, son las tres, it is 3 o'clock, that's a fixed point. O is for origin, somos de Canadá, we are from Canada, you can't change where you're from. And R is for relationships, son mis padres, they are my parents. All of it points back to that permanent identity. See how that works?
And then for estar, all that temporary stuff, you just need to find your place. P is for position, estoy sentado, I am sitting down. You're not going to sit there forever, right? L is for location, and this is a big one, estamos en la escuela, we are at school. You'll go home later. A is for action, when you're in the middle of doing something, like está comiendo, he is eating. C is for condition, estás enfermo, you are sick, hopefully you'll get better. And E is for emotion, estoy feliz, I am happy. Feelings change. It's all about your temporary place in the world.
Okay, acronyms are cool and all, but this is where it gets real. Seeing it in action, that's when the light bulb really flicks on. Let's see just how much this choice actually matters.
This is my all-time favorite example. If you say, soy aburrido, you're using ser. You are telling someone that you, as a person, your very essence, is boring. Ouch. But if you say, estoy aburrido, you're using estar. You're just saying you're bored right now, in this moment. You see the difference? One is an insult to yourself, the other is just a temporary feeling. It's a game changer.
Here's another perfect one that ties right back to our little trick. Yo soy de Mexico. That's ser, right? It's your origin. The O in doctor. That's part of who you are. But yo estoy en Mexico. That's estar. That's your location. The L in place. You're just in Mexico right now. You could be in Japan tomorrow. Permanent origin versus temporary location. It's doctor versus place in action.
Okay, super quick, here are the actual words. Don't panic, don't try to memorize this right now, just look. For ser, we've got soy, eres, es, somos, son. You've heard them before, for sure. This is just to connect the idea to the words. And same thing for estar. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, están. Again, just a quick glance. Today is all about the why and the when. The what, the actual words. That comes with a little practice later. All right, we've gone through a lot. But what if you're in a conversation and your mind just goes blank? You forget doctor, you forget place. What do? Well, there's one final golden rule. This is the one thing to remember if you remember nothing else. And here it is, the teacher's tip. When you're stuck, just ask yourself this one question.
Is this about who I am or how I am? If it's who you are, something deep, something core to your identity, it's ser. If it's just how you are right now, a feeling, a location, a condition, it's estar. Who you are is ser. How you are is estar. That's it. That's the whole ballgame right there.
So there you have it. You've totally got this now. You understand the difference between who you are and how you are, which is like the biggest hurdle in learning Spanish. You've got the key. So what's the first thing you're going to go out there and say?